As per our expectations, you guys, we are looking at the drop and the breakdown starting to happen here on USDT. And we're actually starting to see the pop here, or the knocking of the resistances on the XRP chart. I want to know what's going to go on here as much as you do, so let's go ahead and just get this thing started without any further ado. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Please do me the favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. My name is Arca, coming at you here at 9:01 p.m. Pacific time at Monday, October 6th, and we're looking at XRP price action. Spot price at 298.57 after grabbing some of these resistances on top that we've been looking at your $3 zone. That was an expected resistance just to keep things above the mean, right? We absolutely made the upsides that we wanted. We're still tapping out at them at those 305s, 304s. How can we actually break above this? Well, guys, there is a strategy being built on this, and it is kind of a large one, right? So we're going to take a look at your closures as well. We're going to take a look at volatility and all that good stuff. We're going to try to do this as fast as humanly possible, of course. But observe here, this is your left-hand shoulder. You have your head here. Potential shoulder in the building there as well. Not only that is we do have a double bottom here, guys, and it is proving one of those you know, people like those W formations. So it's looking okay for the probabilities. And that amongst your macro formation here, guys, it is not to be confused, right? But this macro formation is currently sitting on a downtrend, right, guys? So it's price action up, down, convergence, and that creates a reversal formation, okay? So this reversal formation indicates massive top price action, right? So if we, we're going to determine when the breakout is going to be. I get that. But for now, we can just go ahead and get, we can get clear over the more immediate targeting, right? I get the bigger ones, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take that center of the target. We're also going to take this large portion here for the descending triangle, the right angle triangle. And we'll apply it to the area where we presume to break out from, right? I want it to break out tomorrow, guys, and should there be a catalyst for it, that'd be great. We're sitting just over the 50% of this triangle, so it's okay. Your typical breakout consideration should be usually within the 65 to 75% to the apex of the triangle, right? So let's just say the earliest time the breakout could be here. Let's just say that. Your target would be around the 344 zone. Let's add the largest potential of the triangle, and this would take you roughly to your $3.74, which is something that we've mentioned recently as a 383 with a potential up, all-time high test of 366. Okay, that's looking good. Now, if we do have the workings of this inverse head and shoulders here, this would be the exit strategy from this formation, which is going to give you another target to the upside, of which I'm excited to share with you because it probably has a lot of confluence here. But first, we have to make sure that none of you reply back to those Arcas that are coming up to you as imposters. Okay, guys, the moment you join Discord, you're going to get faced with an Arca DMing you or something, trying to say to, to transfer your money or transfer your crypto over. If you want to trade my software, guys, it's not me. I will never reach out to you first. I will never message you first. It is likely not me. I'm saying, actually, you know what? I'm going to replace the word likely. It is not me. Just a flat and simple, do not take it. Do not talk to them. Do not converse with them. I will never reach out to you, flat bottom. And I will never send you a friend request either. All right, guys? Let's continue. Now that we have these, we're just going to measure the targets here for the regression. Oh, you know what? That's actually pretty good there. Let's do it now. Here is your targeting for your inverse head and shoulders. So take it from the neckline all the way to the lowest part of your head. Apply it to the center of your right-hand shoulder, which could arguably be here. And it is absolutely confluent to this take profit of 344. This is your 352. All of this zone here is pretty much what it's saying, right? So pretty good. I do like the odds. I do like the probabilities, and I will share with you why I like those probabilities because of USDT. Now remember, USDT plays inverse to the markets here, right? As USDT drops, that means that your risk on assets under cryptocurrencies will go up, right? This is the exit liquidity. Dominance USDT right now is showing a bit weak. we were expecting the drop and breakdown at this candle here, so we're already looking good. I understand that this is the thing here, but remember, we usually kind of push this thing aside, right? We'll put it around there, whatever. But the target to the downside, I guess, now that we're breaking down here, let's just go ahead and see if we can't adjust that just a bit. 19 hours and 53 minutes to close this 5-day bar. Let's take into consideration this zone here, right? You measure the top side of your channel, bottom side of the channel there, apply it to this area here, where I'm expecting this to maybe break down from this point here on the next 5-day candle, which could be Wednesday, roughly. This is suggesting a target to the downside of about 3.83%, which is absolutely that could be a gigantic run. Okay, guys, and I'm just going to point this out real quick. You see this channel, right? This channel is something that's kind of living within the XRP price action, something like this, right? And then as you get smaller in the time frames, there's another one here, and as you get smaller, there's another one here. So these are ladder downs, and they're getting bigger and bigger. So I'm expecting this to actually show us some pretty bearish movement coming in shortly. So let's see. We do have downside. Okay, yeah. This is your retrace here, guys. We're getting a little bit of downside right now just because you have your daily closure on your USDT, right? This is your tether dominance daily close, 50% prior bar pull. The resistances can be as high as maybe around here. Okay, guys, I'm just going to say that this could be your relevant resistance high. Let me see. Let me just make sure of that. We have confluent touches all over this thing. Let me diminish this, the grain on it, right? I want to get a clearer picture here. That's okay. Yeah, you know what? I think yeah, I got the space here. 4.25% up. $4.25%. Yep. There is, yeah, I'm going to have to say that, guys. 4.25% up to around 4.28%. This would likely be the resistance. Now, I will warn you, though. This is your new weekly bar. And you still have a probability of making a retrace into these levels again. So liquidity, you can find liquidity at the 4.32, 3.4, and 3.6. But just remember that I'm actually looking at this as a preventative measure from getting into those top sides, 4.25 and 2.8. Potentially invalidate the 50% retrace of the weekly bar at the 4.32, 4.34, and 4.36. Okay, so what does that mean for us? That actually means that we may face a double bottom of sorts on your XRP asset. So let's pull up let's push the time frames a little bit higher here to determine what this could be. Okay. Let me see just candles. I don't want to see anything else. 4-day time frame. Let's see the 5-day. Yeah. Okay. When this clock on the 4-day and the 5-day, right? Let me see what else has it. Oh man, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. The guys, we're near lows right now. Yeah, when this clock starts reaching around 5 hours to close, around 4 hours to close, maybe even earlier, because this is already retraced a fair bit. This is likely to start making its upside. Your weekly time frame would, oh my goodness, yep. That's it, guys. Take a look at this. Your biweekly time frame, or let me just make sure that the biweekly is not. Yeah, no. Okay, so your weekly time frame already kind of made its peekaboo. Now it's retesting the 50% of the prior bar, which is the support around 297. So I'm saying 297.11, roughly down to the 294.90 could be your areas of support before continuing to the upside. Daily time frame, twin sisters already being born here, right? Inverse hammers, and they're both green. Higher highs, higher lows on that, right? This looks like a converging, what is it called? A pennant. That is absolutely bullish. All right. So now we got another formation to kind of finish off here, guys. This is likely converging for an upside continuation. I would be heads up. All right. So let's just go ahead and kind of draw it in here and show it to you in this manner. It could even be here. Right, something like this here, because I can see that the convergence could fit from that point there. It just looks a little uglier for me. I just like symmetry to be symmetrical, right? So we are absolutely within the bounds of potential support. This is, guys, this is a textbook. This is a textbook formation. In fact, I'm going to adjust it as best I can here so you guys can kind of see what's going on. So that's, yeah, that would be, oh, dude, let's go. Guys, this is absolutely, I mean, a great, great, great picture perfect textbook formation here, man. That is definitely it. That is absolutely it. Let me go ahead and correct this pivot here. I assume it could be something just like this here, right? Of course, we can use that prior bar, put it down like this, right? Your psychological metrics on this, guys, are absolutely powerful. That's a great looking pennant here, guys. Again, we don't have to use this bar here. We can use it just from about this point here. Similarly speaking, at this point here, right? All good. This is definitely a pennant, and it's favoring the upside. So let's go ahead and take those probabilities here, right? So we can measure the upside on this, and everything will be good. Okay. Remember, guys, that the beginner's master scores is going to be starting here in just about maybe a week or two. So make sure to get your butts inside the description below, right? So you can enroll for that master scores, guys. $100 for a 9-week mentorship with me live, right? So make sure to do that. Make sure to you know, get some get some strategies for your portfolio. All right, so this is the 50% of the triangle here, and we shall continue. This is looking good, guys. This is looking pretty good. I assume that we can break out of this, let's see, by October 7th, 2025, 5 p.m. Pacific time. That could be somewhere along tomorrow's market close or crypto close. That could be of a great possibility, okay? So I'm not saying that it is going to happen, because it could happen after hours too. It depends on what's happening in the overall picture. Please remember that now there is a 98% probability of a Fed pivot, which means that they could start cutting rates here a lot faster than what we think, and that's actually pushing the markets into newer highs, and it's absolutely powerful, man. You know what? Let's go ahead and double check on that as well real fast. That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Check it out, guys. We are looking at this is the S&P 500 futures contracts. The closing of the day was just about here, 67.89. This was the opening of the new day, 50% prior bar. Now we're lifting off again, man. I expect the upside to continue. Supports can be found on the futures at 67.82. This is likely to continue to the upside, guys. This is looking pretty damn good. Okay, so now continuing with XRP, support bottoms could be found at, I'm going to give these targets to you here. Still, I got to respect these, 295.27 to 292.66. You do have a yeah, man. I guess you could face early rejections, but I really don't think it's going to be in that 296.48. Sure, it has a chance. But if we're going to find some liquidity bottom lower than this, with low probability, you know, there is that 289.92 that we've been talking about, right? The 290 to 289. I'm just going to leave it there just in case of fire, right? So just in case, you know what the play would be in case this thing drops into that zone. Okay, guys, so the topside targets that we're now looking for from the immediate short term, we're going to validate this with volatility as well real quick. Make sure to hit those ATWs in the chat. This video is now going for 13 minutes, 52 seconds. I'm going to try to finish off this quickly here, okay? So let's go ahead and evaluate this. And these are your profit targets for your more immediate pattern, right, guys? That's going to be 311.43. We have the 315.10 and also the 322.03 as a potential coming in. Your hard prices, that's what's going to be, kind of a thing to combat here. So 315, whatever that was, is 314.10. So it's exactly just 1 penny lower. So very cool. So 314.10, right? Just like these, you would have to look at your price action from the past, right? Figure the tangible price, not the psychological price. This would be 310.57, right? You're at 311.43 here. So we could just do a 310.57 just to give you an example over how you can adjust the prices. It's not about the take profit of the psychological target. It's the take profit of what's near the psychological target. Okay, guys, that's I can't express that in any other way. Okay, great. So now we have those top sides, guys. Likely entry could be right down here at 295.27, 292.66. Let's kind of brand those in there as well. And everything will be good. Okay, guys. So remember, liquidity bottom can be found right at this point, right down here. Let's go ahead and adjust that. There we go. Should you have any questions, make sure to reach out to me at arcabulls@gmail.com and everything will be good. Okay, team? I think this is a pretty good place to leave off. And we shall speak very Scary Larry soon. All right, team? Adios, everybody. Adios and adios. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever, 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 ever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well a very, very good rest of your night and or day. And I will catch you at the Bell Mañana. Adios, team. Oh, yeah.